Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5. So last time we basically finished everything that was to be done in the Dark River, and we're ready to move on to, well, the final area of the game, from what it looks like. It would make a lot of sense, also there is nothing else visible on the map, so yeah. However, I also said that I was going to, at some distant point in the future, go ahead and invest every single skill point that I have into Swafnir's tool use skill. And, well, as it turns out, the future is now. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna dump every single one into his skill point pool. Not sure how many points that's gonna give me. Obviously, this is... I'm not expecting to actually, want to keep this. This is purely for science. Anyway, training 56 skill points. Looks pretty tasty. Okay, so we know that with his current skill, that wasn't enough. In fact, we gave him 1 extra point because we could. So I'm going to give him 2 points now. Of course, I'm also going to equip these Tinker's Gloves. So this should be one more point than we had last time. And that was exactly how much we needed. Wow. Okay. Oh. There is combat in here. Trapdoor spiders. We're not buffed at all. I did not expect to find enemies behind this. This is kind of unusual. Well, that being said, these don't seem particularly tough. What? Oh, I accidentally clicked on a spider. That's fine. That is fine. I mean, the buffs we're missing are really all just defensive, all the long-term buffs. I mean, it does show, actually. Those do make a big difference. Of course, we don't know how tough these spiders are normally. My god. Because I'm pretty sure we've never fought this particular kind before. Well, maybe we have. I don't know. They're not very common either way. So we might be in a little bit more trouble than I thought, but... oh well. We'll see. Oh, okay. No lightning against spiders. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Obviously, I have to use Divine Restoration. In fact, well, let's see here. Obviously, none of this matters too much. Alacrity Haste Group, yeah, that's honestly gonna be somewhat useful. Actually, what do you have here? Battle Frenzy. For a short time, your attacks will almost always hit and do much more damage. I've never used this before. I was looking for something defensive, though. Don't we have something defensive? Focus Spirit? Oh, Blade Shield. 8 fatigue. For a short time. I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, that gives you this icon. Right, that makes sense. So Blade Shield is basically one of the effects added by the Arcane Shield spell. Ah. Okay, anyway, we are on the Fire Blade. I don't know, it didn't seem to deal a ton of damage. Maybe this generally better sword is gonna work better for us. That was decent damage anyway. Right, okay, damage is being reduced greatly. That's nice. The occasional parry also, but I suppose we have that chance no matter what. Okay, so unfortunately, yeah, the haste effect does not kick in until the next round, which makes it not quite as effective as it could otherwise be, but, you know, it's fine. Wow, they're just resisting a lot of magic, period. Huh. Well, let's just go with a War Blessing, why not? Okay, now you get 2 actions. Attack that one, not great damage. Even worse. Was that a Mighty Blow last, or like whatever the what is the the skill called? Strike? No. Maybe he doesn't have that. Okay, whatever. So basically the proc chance to deal more damage. Because this round, Rusluka definitely did not hit nearly as hard. Okay, so these, as it turns out, these spiders are actually maybe a bit tougher than I gave them credit for. I did not mean to attack this one. I thought I was safely pointing at this one, but, well, I guess not. Take your time. Well, actually speed things up a little bit. Fire blast. I mean, I guess if the damage difference is really, or if fire deals worse damage as well, might as well go with the strongest spell I have. Well, she's not looking so hot, but I think, well, start with a boost to Divine Fire. One of them's almost dead. Well, two of them, I guess. Might as well go with another restoration, because why not? Why the heck not? Do we reduce the numbers? Yeah, I guess. Just to speed things up, if nothing else. Okay. Arcane Blow. That's one more down. Oops. Hey, did not aim that very carefully, did I? Worked out, though. 90 damage, okay. Huh. Wait. Oh, nothing resisted because it died. 90 damage, though. That's the highest individual spell damage we dealt this whole fight. So maybe cold is the way to go. Maybe they're not resistant to all magic. Okay, anyway, what do we find here? And why was this so well protected? And could this possibly have been worth it? I mean, clearly not. One of the Inferno, yeah, well, another one of those. Bronze Short Sword, obviously not good. Bronze Bracers, yeah, I mean, why am I even checking? Blessed Boots. So far, pretty disappointing. Is there nothing else in here? That's just it. Some adventurer, decently well equipped, I guess, as far as people who are not us go. Just, I don't know, sealed himself in with these spiders? I mean, who else would have... I mean, why was there a concealed door anyway that's operated with a super hard to operate button? Who installed this? Yeah, let's ignore that part and just, you know, pretend that he just, I don't know, escaped into this cave perhaps, and somehow sealed the entrance behind him, and still those spiders got in and killed him, and we're sitting there guarding his corpse. I don't know. This is very weird, and there really was not anything good in there. Nothing to justify needing. Okay, and I didn't switch back, but yeah, needing 14 tool use, which is, you know, more than anything else in the game that we've encountered so far. So yeah, that was all fun, but obviously I'm not going to use literally all of those action points on him. I mean, or skill points. I mean, I guess I could give him enough to get to level 14 tool use, but even that is really not necessary anywhere that matters. So instead, I don't know. I have all the points now. What do I want to increase? She doesn't need a lot more to increase. Melee weapons is a little bit expensive, but I suppose it's the only thing we can really do, can we? Yeah. It's not like there's a secondary... Well, there is Blade Master, but we can't just invest in that, unfortunately. So what do we do with it? I guess more melee weapons, right? She does have all her battle disciplines unlocked, so there's that. I could always give her more hit points. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. I mean, how much better is her damage gonna get, you know, realistically? I could dump all my remaining points, or, well, any points I get from here on out, all into melee weapons, even strength, I guess. I don't know, I suppose melee weapons may be more effective. Well, it does technically also increase hit chance, which, you know, shouldn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say, I mean, the cost is the same. Let's say I dump everything into melee weapons, just to try to push her damage as far as I possibly can. Wouldn't it make more sense to actually give her some defense? Because I have not really invested very much into her defense, considering she's our tank. And, you know, it's been working out so far just fine. But by investing a bunch more points I guess I could actually make a, a measurable difference as opposed to the offense. As for him, well, I mean, almost the same could be said for him, of course, with the difference being that he is not defensive in the slightest, and no amount of points invested in defensive skills is going to really change much about that. So the only thing that makes sense for him is to keep pushing his damage as far as it can go, because that's literally all he can do. Of course, that's also becoming very expensive, and I don't know if I want to dump all my skill points just into maybe, 5% more damage for him. Mage spell, spellcraft. Spellcraft is actually not very expensive. Or magery. I mean, both of them are the same. For him, it's even a little bit cheaper. Oh, pre-skill's 19. She's at 18. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not putting any more points into the main skills because of the cost and because they have everything unlocked that I need to. Well, for them, I can still boost their magical damage quite a bit more. In fact, well, I might even want to invest in intelligence. Well, that's really only more mana, and we have all those potions, so I guess just making spells more potent is the way to go. I don't know. Does that get me any closer to to making a decision here? I don't know. I mean, I do want to give her more skills. What just happened? There we go. 13. I mean, obviously I can't really do a whole lot with that. I could get endurance to 10 just because that's a nicer number. I mean, hardiness. Actually, luck just gives a little bit of everything defense-wise. So why not? In fact, I could give her more. Let's see. You both have no skill points whatsoever. I guess I can just distribute them evenly between the two. What am I doing? I could also give Resluka, like, a couple more. As in... 2 levels worth. It's 19. There. 1 extra, why not? Too bad you can't use them all at once, but I suppose this doesn't really take a lot of time, so not a big deal. Should I have been doing all of this off camera? Yeah, probably. But I suppose a small fraction of my already tiny viewer base is maybe gonna find this interesting and gonna be interested in seeing how I develop my characters, even though obviously we've reached a point where it doesn't really matter anymore. So 13 points. What can we do with that? More luck. Maybe some defense. Quick strike, meh. Hardiness is super cheap, of course. That, maybe? I don't know. I guess it's... Reduces damage you take from all sources. I mean, honestly, just straight up damage reduction is pretty good. This is just avoidance. Yeah, I think I like Hardiness better, to be honest. I mean, of course, I guess I could have been paying attention to the resistances, couldn't I? Yeah, well, I didn't, though. Maybe I'll check the video and see how much that actually did. Okay, you guys both have 18 now, but that makes perfect sense. Checks out. Spellcraft, until it gets too expensive. Well, I guess that works, huh? 3 levels worth of extra spell power. Might as well go with that. Next level up, he will have enough for whatever he wants, really. Whatever I want. Yeah. I suppose I could give everyone a level or 2 of hardiness as well, because it's so cheap. I don't know if a level or two are really going to make a big difference, though. Well, anyway, that was that. Now we know what's behind that mysteriously difficult to operate door. Nothing particularly special, as it turns out. Yeah. Oh well. And we finally used all of those mandrake roots. Oh, right. Actually, one thing. While trying to research, or, you know, just find out what's behind that, what was behind that door, and I couldn't. No one on the internet apparently was as, I don't know, as worried about that or as concerned with that particular mystery as I was. Anyway, I couldn't find anything on it. But while trying to figure that out, it was mentioned, yeah, that there's hidden stuff behind these rocks. It's just lying on the floor. So you have to manually search for it. You have to just guess, basically. Just be curious enough. Oh, hey, grey mold. Let's see here. Yeah, so we don't have any mandrake right now, which makes sense. Okay, interestingly, we have more grey mold than we do spiritual and energetic herbs. Huh. Well, either way. Kinda doubt we'll find 12 more mandrake before the end of the game. And if we do, I don't know if I want to go back and make more wisdom brews. Knowledge brews? Whatever. Yeah, knowledge brews. Sounds more correct. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I guess it very much depends on whether we will find another pylon, but I do expect one, so maybe I will make one final trip. Ah, okay, we get another message here as well. I thought we got one by approaching this dock here anyway. As you leave the river behind and begin to ascend the rise, you hear a hideous snarling noise. It sounds like an enormous creature in intense pain. Then you smell the smoke and see a red glow appear over the top of the hill. And then the agonized creatures climb over it and run toward you. Okay. They're hellhounds. Something has been done to them. They're burning. Isn't that normal for hellhounds? All of their life force is being expended in one last suicidal assault. The creatures don't like it, but they're too maddened with pain to do anything but run toward the water. Then they see you, and their crazed brains decide to assign blame to you for what has happened to them. Okay, I'm sure that makes sense. Can we escape to our boat? Well, we cannot, as it turns out. I didn't expect to be able to be honest. Let's see here. Consumed hellhounds. Well, considering they've been, I don't know, something terrible has been done to them, they're still surprisingly healthy looking. You'd think they would be much more weakened, but I guess they must have been just that much more powerful, that much stronger when they were, you know, at peak power. Okay, that's... I hate how far they can run. And how much damage they can deal. Yeah, okay, well. Great. Awesome. Did I save the game anywhere? No, I did not. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let's try this again. So, I just redid all that point distribution. I think the exactly same way as before. Okay. Now we'll do this again, except, you know, better. Alright. You run to intercept. Ah, wait. Was that the fire blade? Takes no damage. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. One thing I did... The one thing I forgot to do was switch to the physical weapon. Okay. Didn't consider that. Fair enough. Let's see what the hellhounds do. Okay, unfortunately, at least some of them will decide to run toward the party. Yep, okay. Well, it's what it is. We'll haste you, yeah, well, let's finish it. She's definitely too far away to benefit from anything. Yep, sure enough. Well then, good luck on your own, Rasluka. You're used to it anyway, so there's that. Okay, physical damage works, at least. Maybe not amazing. But it does something. That said, these guys are pretty tanky. You know, I really don't like the fact that Luca is too far away to benefit from any buffs. God, we're taking so much damage. And that is with Prismatic Shield. Of course, the one other thing I can do... I'm gonna go here. I don't know if that's close enough, though. She can't take one more step, right? Okay, good. Well, here goes nothing. That was too far away because of the stupid slope. I mean, I expected as much, basically, so I can't be too bad. But I am a little bit mad. Also, Divine Restoration is not gonna be in range. Well, yeah, again, I gotta try, but yeah. Oh well, at least the most vulnerable party members are protected. But she's in trouble. Maybe. Well, you're not gonna be able to kill this thing. But you can at least help. Okay, we're taking little damage, and we're reflecting a good amount of damage back to those guys. And she should be fine. Okay, also... I didn't really see, or didn't really notice what was happening, but yeah, they're actually damaging themselves pretty heavily. Well, 30-something damage each time they use their explosions. And it's more of its own life force into fire. Yeah, I wasn't reading that. As usual, I pay way too little attention to the log. That's always been the case. Okay, I could move her closer to Rosluka and give her Arcane Shield. Or I could finally start actually dealing some damage to these things. I think I want to do the latter. They resist a lot. How about cold damage? I mean, that should be effective. I guess it is. I don't know if the damage overall is better just because the base damage is so much lower. But at least they don't resist hardly any of it. So there's that. Okay, we have 12 action points. I mean, that means... this is definitely in range. Like, come on. There we go. Okay. That's better. And now you can do well-aimed... Well, Icy Rain isn't really going to do anything, huh? So... And this thing's already almost dead. Seems like a waste. Yeah, it's a waste. But one less enemy to deal with. You know. Worth it, I guess. Come on, some good double hits, maybe? Well, one of them was decent. Come on. One really good hit? Ah, so close. Please explode and kill yourself? No? I wonder if they're gonna do that. My guess would be yes, so this one just happened to not use the flaming aura. Oh well. So we can kill another one. Yeah. Like so. One remains. I guess not non-boosted, or yeah, without a particularly good damage roll. Lightning spray isn't really gonna do much. Okay, that damage was decent. That was not. You can do a mighty blow at least. I mean, honestly, kind of amazed how well Sofnir is tanking right now. Jesus. Of course, that's only because we're very well protected and regenerating, and yeah. The direct damage isn't that bad. Well, I mean, it all adds up, but we're getting there, slowly but surely. Okay. I guess Icy Rain it is? Yeah, well, I don't know. Again, it might not really deal a lot more damage than Arcane Blow, for example, but it's a lot cheaper, so there's that. That does help. You're gonna do another one of those. Okay. Everyone's in range. Oh, you know, I never cast Protection, I guess. But, oh yeah, and she's not protected at all. Not that she needs to be now. That her attackers are dead. Well, she's gonna join the fight now, of course, so, yeah, well, whatever. we're whittling them down. Slowly but surely. Come on. There you go. 2 more left. They're too far apart. But I want to do this anyway. Oh. Well, I would like to hit them both. Especially with the boosted one, but oh well. I guess at this point, it doesn't really matter all that much anymore. Might be able to finish you off. There you go. There you go. Okay, that was slightly annoying and not entirely free. Cost us quite a bit of mana as well, but worth it, I guess? Okay. Apparently this box was trapped. We didn't get a warning about this one, which is kind of mean. Also, this one actually dealt damage, unlike the other one on this island here a while ago. We should probably save the game. Oh, these are all booby-trapped. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, we're still protected, so whatever. Oh. And of course one of them wasn't. Would have been very disappointed if we hadn't found at least something mildly worthwhile here. Very, very mildly. Okay, is there anything else visible? Anything worth checking? I guess not. Okay, Dark Side lands. Dervish Kelair? Okay, that's a new one, right? The last dervish we met, we actually ended up killing? The guy that ran away on the large bridge? Battle on the big bridge? Where was that even? The Howling Depths, yeah, okay. I guess the bridge itself didn't really have a name. Okay, anyway, we are still buffed. We got these guys to deal with. He has a lot of health, actually. Didn't even really realize before. Oh god, so do these guys. Surely combat is inevitable. Well, we'll see. Apparently I was exactly one step away from triggering this. Now you know where the Dark Side Loyalists are. Well, yeah. We basically knew that before the game, but... Anyway, when you approached, they retreated to this wall. It is recent construction, hurriedly erected to slow down invaders. There are a lot of guards here. One of them walks to the front to greet you. It, a dervish of the Empire, one of the most loyal and competent of their soldiers, now working against the crown. He holds out his hand. Hold, I am Dervish Kelair. I'm a loyal Darkside loyalist. A loyal loyalist, huh? Wow. That's very loyal. Charged by Dorikas to stop you. These are the lands of the Darkside loyalists. You have arrived when we were told to expect you. You are to be commended for reaching them, but you will travel no farther. What? Oh, them, the lands, yes, okay. A dervish, I already killed one of your kind. His name was Tholman. Thank you, game, that was his name. Several of us dervishes have found that only in following Dorikas can we preserve the true spirit of the Empire. Tholman was one of us. Though he died at your hand in the Howling Depths, he was a brave and honorable warrior. I only hope that you will give me the chance to avenge him. Well, the chance, sure. You will follow him, though, wherever he went. What lies beyond this gate? You are at the border of Darkside Loyalist lands. Only those who aid us are allowed beyond. Well, only those who aid you and those who kill you. Forgot about that detail. Anyway, I would like to join the Loyalists. Really? Nah. I will destroy all traitors I find. That includes you. That is true. You think that your fort here will survive? I will make sure that the Empire finds out about it and destroys you. I mean, honestly, it's not our job to personally hunt down, let alone attack Dorikas in his own fortress that he built down here somehow. Still, not quite sure how they got enough people, let alone materials down here to even build a wall like this, but you know, okay. They somehow did. Yeah, clearly it's complete insanity, utter madness to attack any kind of fortress, anything really, with just 4 people. So really, we should run away from here, tell our superiors what's going on, and just consider our job done. But obviously that's not how video games work, so screw it. I will destroy all traitors I find, including you. As one, the Darkside Loyalists draw their blades. You have damaged the honor of the dervishes. Today we will cleanse that stain. Dorikas says that you must not pass. That is how it will be. Alright. Dang it. Yeah, I mean, once again, I should have prepared ahead of time. Instead, I will just patiently wait back here. Okay. That hurt. I mean, surely, yeah, combat is inevitable with these guys, right? So, better preparation would help to an extent. But, what just happened? Excuse me? Huh? Okay, one of them buffed. Loyal Archer is not protected from enemy attacks. Oh, Blade Shield. Yeah, whatever. We're not dealing with the Archer. That's because I saw that Archer back there. It's part of the reason why I retreated here. I mean, is there... This seems like a really tough fight. And that the kind of situation where I would expect, or wouldn't be surprised for the game to provide some sort of alternate, you know, slightly more reasonable route, like past this gate. But maybe not. Maybe this is the ultimate test of combat skill. Are you strong enough to make it to the final dungeon, basically? Well, we will find out. Protection or regeneration? Well, since Swafnir is also hurt, I think I need to start with Divine Restoration to give him a better chance here. You move forward. I will actually weaken this guy. See, he hits pretty hard. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Do we focus on the boss though? I mean, these guys are super tanky. Interestingly, this cultist Callisto I also didn't realize that she actually had a name. Oops. I don't know if she cast a spell before? She seems to be standing in the same position as before. Surely she must be aggroed, basically. Well, anyway, I guess we're focusing on the boss, even though he's very healthy. But these guys are so tough that it would take forever to actually kill them. So I'm gonna bank on collateral damage here. Also, of course, I'm gonna do Arcane Shield. You will... Okay, I guess that is redundant. Invisible Shield is included in Arcane Shield, right. It's kind of what I thought, but anyway. Actually, elemental damage might work slightly better here. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. Guess I'll keep using the fire sword for a little while longer to maybe try to confirm. But you would expect this guy, or all of these guys, to have more physical defense. Okay, she's doing stuff. Yeah, okay. Swafnir's almost back dazed. I hate that. But it's what it is. I could try summoning. This is definitely a tough enough encounter. Let's see though. Okay, magic damage works very well. Despite a lot of resistances here, but that is definitely encouraging. That is where most of our damage is gonna come from, obviously. We should be able to cure the daze. Yes, okay. Well aimed. How about a well aimed Divine Retribution? Eh. Underwhelming. Oh well. Yeah, okay. The damage, fire damage does seem to work a lot better. Now they're also starting to take reflected damage. It's very satisfying to see, as always. Swafnir really can't do much, can he? I guess he can... like, weaken the damage output from some of these guys here. Slowly but surely. Obviously only one at a time. Hey there, cultist. Why don't we slow you down? Good. So obviously spellcasters are always a pain. Okay, decent. How do you like this? So, I guess. I could try control foe. It's definitely gonna fail, though, is the thing. You know, just for fun. Just making sure, well... Rosluka has taken some damage, but I think she should be fine. Yeah, of course they would resist. And presumably it's not impossible to get mind control to work. Maybe I'll give it one more shot. I don't know. If it's like a 20% chance to work or so, or possibly less, then I guess it's not really worth it. Anyway. The thing is that, you know, Xas can't really do a ton of damage anyway, so it's not really too much of a waste, so long as he doesn't need to heal anyone urgently. So far we're pretty stable, I would say. I could try Strong Days, of course. That is definitely a possibility, but then again I also want to use area damage, so... yeah. And honestly, that's working pretty well. Yeah, no... well, I mean, he's started taking some damage. Also, they're all pretty damaged themselves now. Well, this one isn't. This one's still pretty tanky. Pretty healthy, I should say. Okay, one more shot. Please work. It did! It did work. Okay, awesome. Worth it? Yeah, I mean, his Divine Fire is just... it's pretty lackluster. Come on, Mighty Blow. Okay, yeah, not bad, not bad. He's going down. Alright, this guy's attacking Xas. They're fighting amongst themselves here. Perfect. Well, you keep attacking that guy? Yeah. Maybe we should be focusing more on her. Nah, it's fine. Whoops. Okay. Obviously, she's not taking very much magical damage. That's expected. Okay, he's definitely getting a little bit low here. So, another Divine Restoration. More Divine Fire. Okay. Yeah, his friend can kill him. Oh, two of them are running as well. I like to see that. Well, honestly, it's a little bit annoying. Okay, good. It's one down. Okay, now she starts dealing damage. Not a lot, though. But still. Oh, right, this guy. Wait, that's our friend. No. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, he was. But he's back to being hostile, I guess. Okay. Right. Well, in that case, we'll keep doing that. What? How did we miss that one? Huh. Anyway, what's happening to you? Oh, she's mind-controlled. Wait, what? That's not... Didn't mean to click on her. Also, I kind of hate that the game allows me to just attack mind-controlled party members. Anyway, we are going to do this. Yes, okay. For a second there, I was not sure if that would cure mind control, but yeah, obviously it did. Good. How close are you? Still 200 health. Yeah, well, it's getting there though. Mind control. That's just a mind controlling melee attack. Wow. Kind of nuts. Right. Also forgot about her. Yeah, well, anyway. We're winning this one. No problem at all. I would like to not hit Rosluka with this. Well, she's only taking 20 damage. So, whatever. Or even less. Okay, finally, the boss is dead. The cultist is Still more than halfway full. At least the mind controlling should be a thing of the past at this point. So that's good. How do you like cold damage? Yeah, don't really care much about it. Any kind of magical damage, I'm sure. Switch to the physical weapon and hack away at her. Oh, she's reflecting damage, okay. Not too bad. Yeah, she's, I don't know, she's kind of visually blending in with the rest of the party. That's why whenever I stop looking at her, I kind of forget she's even there. Until she casts another spell or something. Anyway, lightning, yeah, well, no. Oh, she's... Oh, she only got one action there. I guess she must have been stunned by something, obviously. 25 damage. That's not good. Yeah, that's the best we can do, though, I think. Anyway, keep hacking away at her. Can actually do a mighty blow. 78, not bad. Okay. It was a single target daze spell, thankfully. And we did resist it. And she's down. Finally. Um, 12 action points, perfect. We can switch back to the fire sword for free. That guy is no longer afraid, I guess. He's... Yep. Can return any moment. Don't do that. Come on. Almost. Oh, maybe he kills himself. Oh, he didn't. That's unfortunate, but... Oh, also, Rasluka didn't get a turn at all? Huh? Okay, fireball. That was enough. I don't know why I did that. Just for old time's sake, I guess. Okay, anyway, well, that was quite the fight, and there are still those guys, those archers behind the wall to deal with momentarily. But first things first, looting. Looting the battlefield. There's always time for that. Blessed Breastplate, yeah. Radiant Shield, yeah. Sucks. As expected, Energy Elixir, it's okay. Armor Elixir, and another Steel Shield. Okay, that should be all of that. That costs us a lot of mana. Should we, well... Our shorter term buffs are already running out anyway. Okay, seriously though. I did hit the U key just to spot any potential buttons or anything, but the map also doesn't suggest any tunnels, so I guess there aren't any. Now, the question is, how will this gate open? I mean, there are enemies behind it. There is an opening mechanism on the other side. We saw that. But how will the gate open? Shall we find out next time? I mean, surely we have to go here. Or maybe we are actually supposed to return and report to the general, who might be back now. Obviously, we did trigger something. I mean, if nothing else, the conversation with, what's-his-face? Kalair or something? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's no obvious way to open the gate at all. We can obviously try to shoot those archers and probably eventually kill them, which will be annoying though. But that will not open the gate for us. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe... Well, either way, I guess I'm gonna make a break here because whatever I do next is gonna take some time, and then, you know, we did finish this encounter. That seems like a decent point to stop. So next time I guess I will try approaching the gate, see if anything else triggers, or if doing the archers does anything, if that doesn't seem to be too annoying to do. And, well, if nothing happens, or if that's not the way, I guess we will actually return to our home fortress and see if the general's there or anyone else we can report to. And if something actually gets triggered, maybe they'll actually finally send some kind of Imperial force to, you know, break down this wall and storm the fortress. Honestly, that would be kind of cool. I mean, it would be kind of lame in a way, because obviously we've been doing all this work, and I would like to just, you know, finish this on my own, on our own. But it's obviously unrealistic, and, you know, yeah, it would be decent. Would be an interesting experience either way, I guess. If, you know, if we see an actual, like, siege going on, or, well, I mean, I guess we wouldn't really be seeing it in real time, because the engine doesn't really support that kind of thing, but, you know, we'll see how that plays out, basically. I'm just interested. And we'll see. Maybe that's not what's going to happen at all. Either way, enough rambling. I thank you very much for watching, as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.